Hello. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about Oracle Pl-Sql Basic, and we are going to look at the Oracle Pl-Sql Basic. This is the first Pl-Sql program that's going to be. I'm going to show it to you, and as you can see, let's first go and create a table. First, I will try to drop a table, and I'm going to create a table. I'm going to execute, and I'm going to create a table. It says create table city country, and it has two fields, city and country, which is varchar 225. And I'm going to create this table first, and as you can see, if I execute, there are no records, but it should show you there is no record. Now we are going to deal with the Pl-Sql basic. Though as you can see, I have already put the Pl-Sql in the as you can see already there is Pl-Sql. Now before going into the details, let's see what we actually can do in a Pl-Sql. If you see the basically, let me take up a pen to show it to you. Okay, here the first thing that comes is we say declare. Before you start any declaring variable, you have to declare. Otherwise, if you start specifying the variable directly, it will give you an error. So that being said, then I have declared one variable which is bcity, and this is the varchar type again, and I have assigned it the value of New York. As you can see, the value has been assigned New York. However, the assignment in the Oracle is not with the equal to, it is with colon and equal to, if you see. So what are we actually doing it here? Okay, so what I am trying to do is basically is that I am creating a variable vcity1 varchar 25 and assigning the value of New York to it. This is the Oracle data type, Oracle variable, sorry, the Oracle variable, and then you can see that the Oracle, and then again I'm creating another Oracle variable. At the same time, I'm creating a variable, I'm assigning the value to it. It's not doing it in a two process, first creating it and then assigning it. I am at the same time creating it and assigning it. That is what is excellent about the Oracle. Now I have actually two variables, for one for city 1 and one for country 1, and the city is New York and the country is USA. The same thing, I have two variables again, the two city and Toronto and Canada. Now I have one more variable, that is b output str, that is again 25. This is the variable that I will be using to send the value from the table to this variable. Now once I have declared the variable, I will be using the begin end block. Now let me tell you something. Whenever you use the begin end block, everything happens in Oracle between begin and end block. As you can see, there can be many begin and end block, but right now there is only one, as you can see it. Now let me explain it to you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to insert a row into the table that I created. So the table I created was city country, and the variable in there was 2, that was city and country. I'm trying to values v city 1. Where did this v city 1 is coming from? V city 1, v city 2, v city 1, v city 1 and v country 1 has been actually declared. This would actually insert New York and USA in the first row, because it will take the value from this variable directly. Let me actually draw it to you so that you can understand. This will go, okay, this will go here, as you can see, and the country would go here. Okay, these are the two variables and it would get inserted here. As you can see, these are the column of the table where it's getting inserted. The same thing goes for this thing. As you can see, this thing, these two variables are here, but it will get inserted here. So these are the two columns which we are actually inserting it. City and country, as you can see, city and country, and these are our variables that are getting inserted here. These are basically getting into this thing. That being said, what happens next? The next process, what I'm trying to do is, after inserting the row, I am selecting the country. Now that the country is there inside, I have the value of the country. I'm selecting the country value into the b output str variable. The b output str variable I have defined above. As you can see it here, as you can see, the v output str variable is right here. As you can see, this is the varchar type 25. So this is exactly where the output is going. This is jumping into this variable, which has been, this variable has been defined here. Okay, now from city country is the table we inserted into. So this is exactly this table we actually defined before created a table. This is what it is. Now let's, then after doing that thing, what I am saying is dbms output dot put line v output str. Now what has happened is that I have put the country value from the table into the this variable which was defined here above, and now after putting it, now I am trying to put that variable value on the screen. dbms output dot put line will print it on the screen. That being said, the second thing exactly does the same thing in the, as you can see, the second statement exactly same as the first one, except the value it uses is vct2. vct1 stands for New York. As you have seen already in the value, if you see it here, the vct1 stand and the other stands for Toronto. So when you come here, you would be seeing that vct2 is Toronto and the country would be Canada. So when I'm saying where select country into v output, where the city country, where city equals to, what's happening is that I'm selecting the country into the variable v output str from city country, where city equals to vct2, because vct2 has Toronto, because we already inserted the same thing. The country would be Canada, because the Canada was inserted for that. So when you see this thing, if you see this thing now, this is where the values are. Again, this variable it is going into and is getting printed here in this one, and you will be seeing in the first line would print USA, and the second line would print the Canada. That being said, Now, I do not want, and that being said, I do not want to actually keep the data into the table. So what I want to do is, just because this is a demo, or I do not want to insert that thing and keep it, so I say roll back. However, if I said commit, the data would be written to the table. Okay, it will be written to the table if I had said commit. However, the rollback would actually not allow the data to be inserted. So rollback is, do not insert that data, we insert it right here. That's what the rollback would be. All the two row that we were inserting gets cancelled, which means that we do not have the two rows at the end, and our table is as at the same stage as it was in the beginning. And as I told you, anything that starts with the begin should have an end in Oracle, and that is it. And this is all you can see. Now let's execute the SQL. Next, let us SQL the PL-SQL script, and then we will know how it works out. And here it is. Let me mark this thing as a comment, because I am not going to use this thing anymore. I do not need this thing. Now I am going to execute the script. As you see, the script has executed, but where is the output? This is the output. Can you see? No. Where is it? So it has to be in the dvms output variable. So if I try to execute the same script in the, this is a better option to view it. Now that is there, and I am going to execute the script. Edit it. Oh, it gives an error because I inserted a semicolon. However, this should have actually worked, but because there is one character that is there, extra character that is there, that we picked it up, it cannot be seen because it is a invisible character, like a line feed. So maybe, so it has executed, the procedure is completed, but however it's not showing up the data which it should have showed us. Yes, we have to say dvms output enable in the SQL server, in the Oracle server. However, let's go to the toad and let's see the screen output, script output, execute plan, code part. Yes, here it is. As you can see here, there it is exactly there. Now let's execute the script again, and let's see the